Good evening, book lovers. Welcome to another episode of Cath-Lit Live. I am your host, Amy Cattapan. You can find me everywhere on social media under my pen name, AJ Cattapan. So glad to be back with you again tonight. I have taken a little bit of time off from Cath-Lit Live. It's been a busy summer so far, lots of traveling. If you follow me on social media or if you are a member of my Insiders Club newsletter, you already know that I got to do a beautiful 2-week pilgrimage to Spain in June, where I walked in the footsteps of St. Ignatius of Loyola. So hopefully you were following me on Instagram and you got to see photos from Spain. It was gorgeous there. And I'm still reaping the fruits and the graces of that pilgrimage. And then just last week, I was in Utah near Salt Lake City. And I was a volunteer background extra for the TV show The Chosen. Again, and if you follow me anywhere, you know I've been a huge fan of the show for 3.5 years now. 3.5 years I've been a fan of The Chosen, back to the beginning of 2020 before the pandemic. And so it was really fun to be a background extra there. And if you aren't already following me on social media, if you're not a member of my Insiders Club newsletter, make sure that you sign up so that I can let you know when the episode or episodes, I'm not even totally sure if the scenes we shot are all going to be in the same episode or a couple different episodes, but I'll let you know when that's going to air. So make sure that you are following along with me on social media or subscribe to my Insiders Club newsletter. Promise I don't spam you. Well, today we are talking about one of my other favorite things. We are talking about young adult mystery novels, and nobody does YA mystery with a Catholic twist better than my friend Leslea Wahl. She's been a guest here before, but in case you don't know my friend Leslea Wahl lives in beautiful Colorado and is the author of several award-winning teen novels. She strives to write stories that encourage teens to grow in their faith through fun, adventurous mysteries. Leslea is often inspired by her family, their travels, and real-life adventures. She particularly enjoys including the furry, four-legged members of her family in her novels. Besides writing, Leslea also reviews faith-based novels on her website and is a founding member of CatholicTeenBooks.com. In full disclosure, I am also a founding member of CatholicTeenBooks.com. But we're going to be talking with Leslea today about her new book, Charting the Course. So please help me welcome Leslea Wahl. Hello, Leslea.
Hi.
How are you?
So glad to be here again with you. It's always so fun.
Yes, it's so fun to chat with you. Young adult mystery, some of my favorite thing. And you do such a fabulous job of writing fun, adventurous mystery novels, often set in unique places so people can feel like they're traveling along with you. It's one thing you and I have in common. We like to travel. So tell me about this new one, Charting the Course.
Yeah, the book cover, which is, I think, beautiful. They've inspired us such a good job with the covers. So that's the newest one in my Finding Faith series. So it's a series about teens, specifically finding their faith along the way. And this character is kind of unique because she's actually not Catholic, doesn't have a huge amount of faith, but her best friend leads her on that journey. So I thought that was a kind of interesting thing to explore this time around.
All right. And where is this set? It looks like it's on a cruise ship. Is that right?
Cruise ship. Yeah, it's kind of a fun. It's bringing together a couple elements that I always thought might be fun for a story. One was a mystery on a cruise ship with all that. There's a limited amount of people and space there. And then it also, the girl Liz is on this cruise for the holidays with her estranged father. They have kind of a rocky relationship, and it's his 30th high school reunion, and he brings her along. So I always thought another element I thought would be interesting to explore is teens seeing their parents, what they struggled with in high school, and that a lot of the things are kind of similar over the years and stuff. So it was kind of fun to be able to put those together.
I know a lot of your novels have some underlying faith theme or a theme related to faith. You know, it's not a preachy in your face kind of a thing, but what's kind of the underlying theme of this one?
Yeah, this one is really about forgiveness. As I mentioned, her and her father have this difficult relationship after the family divorced and so forth. And she has all this pent up hurt. And it actually, resurfaces on this cruise and causes a bunch of unforeseen circumstances that she has to kind of figure out and solve before it affects too many other people. But along the way, she is able to learn that forgiveness, no matter when, is an important thing.
Now, you'd mentioned this is the second book in the Finding Faith series. The first one was Into the Spotlight. So is this a continuation, same characters, or how are they connected?
Yeah, they're actually different characters. So a few years ago, I read an Irene Hanna book, and she often has different characters as the main character of a book in each series. Each book has a different main character. And I just thought that was kind of a unique thing. And so they're tied together, but as a different main character. So the first book was about Josie, and Liz, the character of the second book, is her best friend. So there's a little bit of tie-in between the books, but it's also can be read alone since it's kind of a new character and all. So yeah, so that was kind of fun to explore this new character. So in the first book, Liz was just a little minor character, and over the years she kept coming back to me, and I wanted to know more about her story, so I had to explore that.
It's funny how characters haunt us like that sometimes, isn't it?
Exactly.
Come get to know me more.
I know, they have their the life of their own.
I do. Now, I know another thing you like to do is include some of your own travels or some of your family events in your book. So what about this one? What maybe from your own life has crept its way into this one?
Yeah. So this is actually the first book that does not have one of my pets in it, as you might have mentioned. Yeah. So I usually have a pet, but since it was on a cruise ship, I couldn't quite figure out how that would work very well. So this is the first one. It doesn't have that. But my family, my husband and I and the kids have taken several cruises over the years. And so some of our favorite things, lots of card game, family card games, our favorite piano player, some of those little things made their way. But one of the fun things in this book that was based on a true event is the scavenger hunt that Liz finds herself on. Now, it's a little different than what we experienced, but years ago, another family, friends of ours, were taking a cruise the week before us on the same ship. And so they thought it'd be fun to hide something on the ship, and they left us these clues. When we figured it out and all, but luckily, I guess, the prize wasn't there, what they had left, which I say it's good because that meant the cleaning people on the cruise ship did a good job. So it wasn't there. But where it was found is where Liz finds her information on her scavenger hunt. So that was kind of just a fun little tidbit. My kids enjoy reading the books because they're fine little things that pertain to us and our travels, which is kind of fun.
Yeah, they must read and go, Mom decided to put this in the book.
Yeah. I know. Yeah, and you read the previous book, and then that one, the author, the mother of the teen is an author and causes problems. So far, I haven't ever caused any problems, so hopefully that continues.
Right. Do you have to get approval from them first about anything? Or?
Yeah, well, I often tell them ahead of time, I'm thinking of adding this, and they always think it's a fun idea. So,
all right, that's good. Well, where can people learn more about you and your books, Leslea?
Yeah, of course, on my website, lesliewahl.com, and Catholic Teen Books, of course, also. So, and then I'm also on Facebook under Leslea Wahl Books, and Instagram through Ministry Through Mystery is my site there. So yeah, so lots of fun. Is it really a fun book to read for the summer, especially, even though it's set in the holiday time. It's good since it's, tropical locations and all, so it should be a fun.
Yeah. Good summer beach read.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much for coming on again, Leslea.
Oh, well, thanks for having us. Always so great that you support all of us authors. We sure appreciate it.
Yes, yeah. Well, it's good to get the news out there, and I love chatting with my author friends. We don't get enough time to meet up and chat in person, so it's always good to chat, even if we have to do it over Zoom.
Yeah, it works.
All right. Well, thank you, Leslea. Have a good night.
All right. Bye.
Bye. All right, everyone. Thank you again for joining me for another episode of Cath-Lit Live. Leslie's got a whole bunch of YA mystery novels out there, and I think I've read most of them. I haven't read this new one yet, but I'm looking forward to doing so. I think it'll be a fun summer read. If you haven't already, please make sure you like this video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow me on Instagram, and until next time, I'm going to wish you all happy reading.